Now that the 3DS has a pretty cool and successful eShop, there have been a slew of new games being released for the platform, many of which are 3D games. Sure, there's still lots of DSiWare leftovers, but between the Virtual Console and other original titles, the service is really shaping up to be a substantial download service. One of the latest additions to the 3DS's downloadable software library is Zen Studio's latest pinball effort, ZenPinball 3D. This 3D pinball sim gives you 4 tables to test your mettle, 2 of which are from the Xbox 360's Pinball FX2, and 2 from the PS3's ZenPinball. The tables include the Knights of the Round themed Excalibur, the retro sci-fi of Earth Defense, the Golden Streets of El Dorado, and Shaman. I would imagine that there will also be downloadable content for this game in the future as well, given that Nintendo is saying that DLC will be coming to the eShop and ZenPinball's affinity for releasing new tables. These tables are exactly as you remember them from their major console counterparts. As far as I can tell, all the sounds, missions, etc. are ported directly from Pinball FX2, except for the 3D and the small screen. This can be a little problematic given that the tables in these games are pretty complex with lots of small words and lights and other things that aren't made for the 3DS's measly 3-inch screen. I was slightly surprised to see that the gameplay is displayed on the top screen only. I assumed they would use the dual screens in the same way that Metroid Pinball did on the DS, where the action spread across both screens, with a slightly annoying split between the two. In this game, however, the bottom screen is designated for the display that shows your score and keeps track of missions and quests, so the actual gameplay is pretty small and reserved for the top screen. In retrospect, this choice does make a lot of sense, given that only the top screen's in 3D, and it would have been nearly impossible to play across both screens with 3D enabled, but it would have been nice to see an option to enable dual screen for non-3D play. Despite all that, the 3D in this game looks fantastic, and is definitely one of the best 3D effects I've seen on the system. I'll be honest, at first I thought that the 3DS screen was way too small for this game, but the trick is to find the right view out of the 7 or so choices. With Pinball FX2, I usually use a high-up top-down view, mainly because I like to be able to see the entire table while I'm playing, but with ZenPinball 3D, I tend to use a view that more closely follows the ball, as it takes some of the strain off of your eyes from the small screen. So, overall, ZenPinball 3D is a pretty good addition to your 3DS library, if you're into pinball games and you can get over playing it on a system that isn't exactly perfect for the software. The 3D looks great though, and if you really want your pinball fix on the go, this is probably as good as it gets. And hey, $7 ain't bad. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Classy Man. See you next time.